Good morning, everybody. Rodney here, coming to you from Dahlgren, Virginia, in the Hampton Inn here. So sorry about this morning. Charlie stood in for me for the sunrise, and that's only because I wasn't ready for the no-fly zone that I forgot was here. Anyway, I'll find a spot for tomorrow, and it will definitely be doing the sunrise for tomorrow. Uh, Before I bring Rod in, let's say hi to Annabis Arch, TJ Grady. Good morning, TJ. Max Air. Good morning. Jody. Good morning. Captain Joe. Good morning. Scott. Jackrabbit FPV. Good morning. All right. Come on in here, Rodney. Come on. Come on. Well, come on. Don't be shy. Come on. Morning, Rod.
Good morning. Go Army.
So I gotta apologize if it looks like I'm squinting and stuff. I should have known better than to buy a 13-inch MacBook Pro because it's very hard to see.
Yeah, the other part is even if you get something like a 15-inch, if you run it at 4K resolution, you can end up with some pretty tiny fonts in that condition too. Usually with 4K, you have to sort of crank the percentage up to like 125% for the fonts, so you
Yeah.
can read them easily.
Well, I mean I can read them. It's just they just seem so small, and,
Mm,
and I have to kind of
I'm the
look
same
down
way.
through my bifocals. You know, us old folks, we got to have those bifocal glasses. But
Yeah, I've had.
I'm hoping that when I have the cataracts removed, that'll be fixed.
Hmm.
Maybe.
Mm, 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 mm. I
It's
don't know about
amazing.
that.
It's amazing the things they can do with cataract surgery nowadays.
Sure.
They can even make it to where I don't even need glasses anymore, except maybe some reading glasses to read up close or something. But anyway, I don't expect to go that far. So you're getting a new drone, huh, buddy?
Yeah, it's. I'm waiting on the post office guy to show up here at about hour and a half.
Well, he's going to be late.
Of course.
Anytime you're waiting for something like that, they're always late.
So, God, I've been looking at that drone forever, and I finally just went, okay, I'm buying it.
No, I'm still looking at the Baby Hawk 03.
I like my Baby Hawk. It's fun to fly. Flies buttery smooth. I'll just say, if you want to get into some of the more acro kinds of moves where you're doing something dangerous, it doesn't look quite as durable. I've flown it into the ground. It's all, it's been flying. It's been fine, sort of doing high speed into the sort of flat into the ground kinds of things. It's just that I don't know how well that thing would hold up if you like smacked a pole or a tree. Those arms are a little thinner, even being carbon fiber. Those arms are a little thinner.
Yeah, well, I flew one at the spin up. Kelly Shores let me fly his at when we had spin up last year, and it flies pretty good. I like it, but you
Mm-hmm.
know, my baby hawks, both my baby hawks have been repaired and repaired again and repaired even more, but they take a lot more than you think.
Got it. Well, that's good to
So
know.
I mean, the repairs, the ratio between repairs and crashes is probably 20 crashes to 4 repairs, you know, which
Not bad.
it's not bad. I mean, it could be a lot worse. AZ Drone Dude, good morning. USA Drone Flyer, Captain Joe America, good morning, brother. Peter, how
Hey,
you
morning.
doing, man?
Hey, morning, Rodney. Buddy, hot rod? No, doing good. Doing good.
Good deal. I'm glad
Yeah.
to hear it. AZ Drone Dude, David, good morning. All
Hey, hi
right.
to all in chat. So, whereabouts are you broadcasting from this morning, Rodney?
I am broadcasting from Dahlgren, Virginia, at a Hampton Inn.
Okay.
And unfortunately, the DJI geofence extends out from the base this far, so I
Right.
couldn't even engage my motors here in the room.
Okay.
So, but I know just down the road or just up the street here is a college, Mary Washington, and I'm pretty sure I can fly from there because
All
that'd be
right.
on the outer edges. As long as I don't go, too far towards the base, I'll be fine.
Yeah.
But I'll find a spot one way or
So
the other.
yeah, I have that problem with the lighthouse here that the DJI geofence doesn't want to. So what I end up doing, and you can try this since you're sitting at the hotel, is go to the DJI.com/flysafe, I think it is, which is their online, and you can apply for a specific location to unlock. But my suggestion is go get your link approval so that you can send a picture of the link approval to DJI as part of that FlySafe request,
Uh-huh.
and then they'll unlock the drone for you.
Okay. Yeah, well, I shouldn't have to do that, but
Yeah,
Tim Jackson, good morning or good day, sir. Ken, place it here. Yeah, I know you need to do that, but you know
they
we
ripped
shouldn't
it
have.
out in Europe.
Huh?
So they took that out in Europe. DJI took that out in Europe. So hopefully, eventually, they'll do that here finally.
Yeah. So, but anyway,
So you've been visiting Mr. Bummer, have you?
yeah, I went down last weekend. Of course,
Okay.
last Monday was a holiday, and so I took off on Friday morning, bright and early Friday morning, and drove about 5.5 hours to his house, and
Okay.
we uh, we had some good times.
It looks like a nice spot there where he is. It's
Well,
a pretty.
it's actually beautiful. It's in
Yeah.
North Carolina. It's called there's Sneed's Harbor or Sneed's Ferry, and there's an island there called Topsail Island, which is pretty nice. All the
Yeah.
houses are built on stilts, or most of them
Okay.
built on stilts.
It looks like a pretty new area where he is as far as housing goes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and plus, I don't know. I think it's in one of my. No, I haven't posted that, but there's a house that was built on a small island that has a roadway that goes out to it, and I mean it can't be more than 10 feet above sea level. But they built this really nice house out there, and I flew out almost to it, and we should have done I should have done what Drone Bum suggested and go out on out closer to it because there's a path where he lives
Yep.
takes him down to a pier. But we should have gone out to that path, and then I agree with him now, and then flown completely out there because that house is beautiful.
Right.
I'll have to
Okay.
find the video for it and get it
Yeah.
posted. But
So he's fairly close to the ocean there, is he?
yeah, he's right there on the coast.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, that's good. So he's retired now, has he?
Miles because the water gets. Yeah, I understand that, Scott. Jackson RC Aviation, good morning. M Drone One, Mark, good morning. Green Mountain Droning, Gene, good morning.
Oh.
I've got to catch up here. People are gonna think I'm snobbing them.
Yeah,
No
wait till
worries.
Bum gets his first hurricane rolling through there.
Yeah, yeah, he may rethink that
Uh-huh.
North Carolina stuff.
If the houses are on stilts, they're on stilts for a reason.
Well, I don't think he's going to have to worry about it too much because he's not right on the coast. He's a little further inland, so I don't think he's going to have to worry too much about tidal flooding. But
Depends on, and here's where the problem is, and it's the problem for anybody that's within several miles of the ocean. drainage and whether you have the drainage to get the water out. Most new housing places obviously have built pretty good drainage in there, but that would be the worry, even if you're not right at the coast, would be getting street flooding.
Yeah. Well, I understand that he's still going to have to worry about it. I mean, maybe not so much the flooding part, but just for wind damage and stuff. But
Yeah.
that
You
area,
got a bunch of trees around the neighborhood, the outside of the neighborhood.
there is a bunch of trees out there.
Yeah, my community's built in a similar place, and I'll just say those trees act as a really good wind break for the storms.
Yeah.
Yep.
It tends to tone them. It tends to tone the wind down to where it's not nearly as dangerous.
Yeah. And, Ronnie's right. They are building. How come that didn't show? Oh, there it is. Okay. So he's saying they're building way too many subdivisions on the low end. And I agree. They are. It's like people out in Malibu, California. They build these fancy multi-million-dollar houses, and then every year that place collapses.
Yeah, they built it right on the hillside, and
Yeah.
oh yeah, by the way, last year that hillside fell down. And, oh great, we're gonna build a house there.
Yeah, let's spend millions of dollars to build a really fancy house just to watch it fall down the hill.
Yeah, then the people in the street behind them have got seafront properties in.
Yeah, that's true.
Once they all fall into the sea.
That's the old joke.
Sullivan, good morning.
That's the old
Morning,
joke.
Thomas.
By land in Arizona, it will soon be beachfront property as soon as the big one hits California.
Johnny Drone Flyer, good morning. Akira Show, good morning.
Actually, Scotty asked me a question. Jackrabbit. It's a GEP RC domain 3.6 is what I got ordered, Scotty.
You said 3.6, so it's a 3-inch.
3.5 inch, effectively, yeah.
Yeah.
That thing is a basher. What really sort of convinced me to pull the trigger on it is Nick Burns finally got it and did a video of it. And the interesting part of it is, in his review, he's standing there holding the thing, and the front legs are just covered in dirt from where he crashed the thing several times. And it was just like, okay, that tells me it's really durable, because he does some interesting flips and flops and other stuff when he's doing his reviews. So if it could take him bashing it around, okay, it'll probably take me bashing it around.
Yeah. So, but you've come quite
Mid-October. That's all it's been. Mid-October. I've worked hard and put a lot of sim time and a lot of flight time in.
Yeah, and it shows.
Good morning, good afternoon, evening, Peter.
Morning, Dennis. No, it's morning here now.
Drone Psyche says the FRC is the bomb. I have two GEP RC Smart 35s, and I love both of them. I mean, they fly just as well as the Baby Hawks. The Baby Hawks are still my favorite, but those GEP RC 35s, once I get them repaired again, they fly great. So GEP RC does make a good drone.
Cinelog 35?
No.
Okay.
GEP
I have
Smart
yet to
35.
crash an FPV drone.
Sorry?
I have yet to crash an FPV drone.
Good for you. The trick is you got to fly them first, Dennis.
That's right.
Oh, that's what I'm doing wrong. Hey, did you get my package?
I did, thank you, and I will be given. I got some questions about that 360,
Okay.
but the quad I will be giving away, I think.
Okay.
So, not today.
Yeah.
But later on.
So, Dennis, what's going to be the highlight of your trip? What are the points that you're most excited about to go see over there?
Well, I haven't been to Japan for 19 years, so but we're just spending a short time in there. So I'm looking forward to that. Looking forward to seeing some friends that I haven't seen for 19 years, and that.
Great.
But no, I think the whole thing's just going to be good. It's just
You gonna be in Tokyo?
yes,
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
yeah, from the 6th to the 9th.
Okay, and
We
then you're
take off
going
on the 5th, but there's an international time. They anyway, we're going to go across the date line.
Yeah.
And so it'll be the 6th when we land in Tokyo. And then we're leaving there on the 9th to China.
Interesting story, one that I like to tell in my own personal life is I got to live the 7th of August over again.
Yeah. I've done that a few times.
Yeah.
It was a rough day, let me tell you.
48 hours for a single day.
Yeah, I had to suffer through saying goodbye to my dad and my brother and sister and my Japanese girlfriend, and had to suffer through that. And then I got to the States, left Tokyo at 3:50 in the afternoon on the 7th of August. Arrived in San Francisco at 8 a.m. the 7th of August.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, it was a rough day.
Yeah.
Oh, so August 7th is Joan Psyche's birthday.
Okay.
Wow.
I'll have to put that on my calendar there, Charlie. Let me silence my phone for a minute.
You have my permission.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad you approve.
We may be going to Thailand. Looking forward to that if we do, Rod, but I'm not
Cool.
sure.
You gonna go visit Robbie if you go there? World
I don't
Drone
know.
Community?
We're not sure even that we're going to go, but we're thinking about it. So the timing and so on, we can't make arrangements until we have a little bit more firm,
Sure.
commitment.
So and then from Tokyo you go on to China, right?
Yes,
And what part of China are you going to be in?
Shanghai.
Oh, Shanghai. Okay.
Yeah,
That's right on the coast, right?
it is. Yeah, on
Yeah.
the East Coast. Yeah. You mean will we be going to Xi'an? Probably not going to Xi'an this time.
And what is Shein? Is that
Well, it's famous for being where the terracotta warriors are
Okay.
from.
Oh, okay.
Xi'an technically means west safe. So it used to be the western capital of China back in the days of Qin dynasty, Qin embassy, the Qin dynasty. There's a person whose channel name is Qin Dynasty.
Right.
Yeah, and so that was about 1,500 years ago,
Cool.
somewhere in there. He's the guy who had the Great Wall built. Qin.
Right.
Yeah.
So, Mela, good morning.
Hi, Mela. Been missing
Upper
you.
State Aerial Photography. Good morning,
Mike.
Adrian Mateo Guns. Good morning,
Adrian Mateo. It seems like I've heard that name somewhere, but it's been so very long.
Yeah, he used to be a droner, but now he's into guns. So
He shot them all down.
He can do range tests on his bullets now instead of the drone.
So what is the effective range of a Winchester 3030?
That's right.
Let me get this drone in the air. We'll send it out 2 miles. Oh,
My God, the Ukrainians have that one rifle. I saw the article recently. The barrel on that thing is 47 inches on the rifle. It's just like
40 inches on the barrel.
47 inches just on the
47 inches.
barrel.
Man.
Yeah, the picture, you saw the picture of that thing, and it was just like, And apparently it's got enough oomph to be dangerous to, for sure, light armored vehicles, but apparently even tanks in the right spots, they can punch a hole in.
Well, it might be a 50 cal.
You wouldn't want to be a tank commander with your head out the top of the tank.
No, probably not.
So does that extra barrel length, that should give you a little bit
Stability
less,
and range. Yeah.
Yeah.
Same thing with artillery, right? I was in the field artillery. The new guns, the extended long range, have a much longer barrel on the howitzer.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Pretty soon we'll be able to shoot 70 kilometers, roughly. I've seen some of the,
55 miles approximately.
like, 43 or something like that,
40,
I think.
okay.
Remember, it's
45.
1.61 kilometers.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And put the round within 2 feet at that range.
Whoa.
That'll be something.
Yeah. So, they have the Excalibur rounds now, which are long range, and they have sort of fins on it for stabilizing them. Those are about how many kilometers? It's like 30 miles roughly. But anyways, those are GPS guided to a point on the ground. Is the way those shells are. They're working on a brand new upgraded version of the Excaliburs that will actually work sort of like a loitering munition. So it'll be GPS guided, but as it goes in, it will look for targets. So even if you were shooting at a tank and then all of a sudden when the round's halfway there, the tank starts moving around, the round will go chase the tank and hit it. What we've got coming for our artillery is pretty wild.
Yeah. Scott and they do. Good morning.
Hey Scott, Tom Selleck was in a movie, I think it was called Runaway, where they had bullets like that. That was a long time ago, probably in
The
the
military has been playing around with those for quite a while.
Yeah.
For rifled munitions, and the way they work is your knuckle in your hand, right? The round flexes.
Oh
is
my.
what it does. It flexes in the middle so that the bullet does this. And so they've figured out how to make bullets chase things. Urban environment is what it's for. So the soldier can basically kind of stick it around the corner and fire it and forget about it.
Very encouraging to know that the Army is interested in urban environment. Comforting.
Their urban environment, not ours, hopefully.
Let's see here.
Yeah, Dennis, I heard you admit on your stream earlier that you didn't know any Taylor Swift songs. Very disappointed in that.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that you're disappointed. Yeah, I don't know any. I did. I searched for some, and to me, it seemed like they were all titles for young girls.
Okay, yeah.
And I couldn't didn't find anything that fits my.
Yeah, I couldn't name any of her songs.
Yeah.
So, Dennis, did you see my comment about having a new song to learn?
A new song, what?
A new song for you to learn?
Oh, and I forgot to do it. Yeah, I already know Worried Man Blues. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me take a quick look. I'm fairly certain I know that song, but
Well, I thought it was written by Woody Guthrie, but come to find out, the song is an old folk song that was, I mean, predates even Woody Guthrie.
It's
'Cause I
amazing
was
how many
under the
songs are
impression he
like
wrote
that.
it, but he didn't.
is
Rodney, good
that the
morning.
one that takes a worried man to sing a worried song? Is that
Yeah,
the one?
I used it for one of my videos here recently.
Oh,
That's right. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember watching that one.
I'm sorry, I didn't know that. I apologize. No, I don't have it in my songbook. I thought I did. I have something like that in my songbook, but who knows what it is. Yeah, okay, I'll look into it.
Yeah.
Did you say that's by Van Morrison? I mean,
Well,
not
Van Morrison did what I think is the best version of it.
okay.
So you might check his out, and you might check out the other versions too.
Yeah,
If you just
I-
if you look it up on in Google, it'll come up with several artists that did it.
yeah, I'm sure.
Bitrail Productions. Good morning.
So Rodney, what do you find the most interesting in the difference between your 5-inch and your Baby Hawks?
Wow.
Other than speed, because it's obviously got more power and speed.
I don't know. I really, when I'm flying either one of them, I mean, the maneuverability seems to be the same to me. And in all honesty, the speed, the Baby Hawk seems to be faster. But
That's weird.
that just may be me. I'm not paying any attention to that stuff.
Sure, you're just
concentrating
flying
on
and having fun, yeah.
I'm concentrating getting through the trees and
When you flew through the
I try to
sign,
gap. I gotta be completely, totally
yeah,
concentrated.
that gap on the sign, is that any more scary with the bigger drone?
Every time I go through it with any drone. And you'll see me, I'll come up to it, right? And here's the arch of the sign.
Yeah,
I'll come up to it, and then all of a sudden I go up. If I'm not comfortable,
yeah,
I
Pull
won't
out.
go through it.
yeah.
And then
I'm
that's
kind of the same.
and one of the Baby Hawks, I shattered the lens of the camera hitting the arch.
So I do have one suggestion or something to play with. I put the 4-bladed props on my Nazgul. Oh my god, I love those props. That drone cuts so hard through the air, and when you turn, there's like almost no drift at all because those props are really cutting in. So it seems like the drone, wherever you point it, is where it goes.
And that's the 4-bladed props.
The 4-bladed prop.
I may give those a shot.
It seems to it's kind of one of those, it really keeps the drone a bit more stable, is kind of what I would say. I mean, you could get the same effect if you went with a 3-bladed prop and you went with a bigger angle on them so that they cut harder. They have a similar kind of effect, but that 4-blade. And I talked to Maddie. Maddie was like, yeah, I kind of remember. He flew the 4-blade, and he's like, yeah, that's what it did. So it's made that 5-inch drone just that much more comfortable for me. I always had a really healthy respect because of the power of that thing versus the Baby Hawk.
Yeah. Well, so this new Gep RC drone you're getting, what was it called?
The Domain
Dominate?
3.6. They make two versions, a 3.6 and a 4.2.
And you said it was a 6S?
6S.
Will this be the first time you've flown a 6S?
No, I have the Nazgul.
Oh,
The
okay.
5-inch. I have the 5-inch
got you.
Nazgul.
Okay.
So since I'm starting to get into more goofing around with some of the more acrobatic kinds of moves, 3.6 and being more bashable, will probably be a pretty good drone to sort of, Rubik's Cube and some of the other moves that are kind of in my head to learn.
Yeah.
See you, Tomas.
Hey, Tomas, you have a good day.
I mean,
Hi, Tomas.
Ken dared me 2 weeks ago to do an inverted yaw spin. I ended up doing it.
Good.
And I completed it, which was the first time I'd done it outside of the sim.
Well, I remember someone mentioning to me in one of the live stream chats that I need to do an inverted yaw, and I did it the other day, and I've done them before. I just don't do them very often because I don't know why, but I did one yesterday that was just, or not yesterday, but Monday, I think. It was no, it wasn't Monday. The day I did a live stream from the church, I did an inverted yaw.
It's a fun move. That day I did it for Ken.
It is,
I
it's
screwed it up a
kind of
little.
difficult.
Yeah, Ken was like, I'm amazed you got that done, because he says that drone was just falling out of the air so fast. And the reason it fell out of the air was when I went to do the yaw, right? Instead of having throttled down 0 and move left, I went straight to the left, which means the throttle was up. So it caused the drone to be diving down upside down as I'm doing the yaw. And I figured it out like the next day in the simulator what I did wrong.
That's
I do them
the
okay.
secret is letting when you go to do it, once you get inverted, cut your throttle, let the drone, let the inertia of the drone keep it going up, do your yaw, and then
Yep.
That's how I learned to do it.
Yep. Come on, it was my first one. I did it wrong. I did it, but I did it wrong. You know how it is with the moves. You learn, you get better at them.
It's all learning.
Peter and I have never done those things wrong. Never.
No.
Would you quit bragging, Dennis? Seriously, dude, I'm gonna kick you out. You keep that up. Oh my gosh!
Think my tello will do those. I think there must be a stick combination or key combination to do those.
Yeah, Dennis, you need to be a little more modest about it, like Peter is. You notice he never says anything about his FPV flying.
That's true. He doesn't, and I respect that.
Man, the one that I like to watch sometime, but I can't figure out how his brain deals with it is Shelby Vall with the wings. Because on the wings, the flat wings, it looks like a B2 kind of thing.
Yeah.
Right side up, upside down, doesn't matter. It flies the same way both ways.
It does, and that's the nature of the beast. The wings they're not vertical takeoff or landing.
But it's like, okay, you flip yourself upside down. Now all of a sudden everything is the reverse. Up is down and down is up.
See, now if I have toyed with the idea of getting a wing. Because it
I've
does
looked at it. It looks interesting.
It does look interesting. With my luck, the first flight I would try to do an inverted flight, and I would crash because I'd want to give it some up,
and you'd go down.
I'd give it up, but the wrong direction. Up.
Yeah, exactly. That's the part I find the most amazing about watching him fly that thing is he flies it just as well right side up as upside down. So his brain is obviously figured out how to map all the everything is inverse.
Yeah.
But it's like, God, that's hard to think about.
Well, just think of the pilots, especially like the Thunderbird pilots and the Blue Angel pilots.
Oh yeah,
they do that stuff all the time in those high-dollar jets. And
yeah, but you're in it, and you feel the inertia. With the wing, you're not in it, you're not feeling anything. So it's purely visual as to which way you're pointed.
Yeah.
Right. Not to take anything away from those guys, but I would imagine that helps. They're still extremely skilled people. Extremely skilled.
100%. Yeah. Massively skilled.
Yeah, massively skilled. I imagine it's a little bit help to feel the gravity pull.
Feel it.
Yeah.
Keep in mind though, it can also do the inverse, right? That's one of the
Right.
things they teach about pilots is that sometimes because they'll get sort of dementia, right? And you know, they feel one thing and they're actually doing another, which is why it's like pay attention to your instruments. Because the body doesn't always, you know, if you flip upside down, the body doesn't know that you're necessarily upside down in an instant, kind of thing. It
Okay.
takes a second. It kind of takes a second or two for the brain to kind of like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm actually upside down, kind of
Right.
thing.
And by that time you've crashed. Right.
By
So-
that time, you could be crashed. Yeah, exactly.
Mayla's right. She goes, remember, you would like to retire. All these toy dreams are going to keep you on the job. Well,
Yeah,
Mayla,
good
I've,
point.
I've come to accept the fact that I'll probably be on the job until I pass. So I just don't see any retirement anytime soon for me. So
You know, I'll
Maybe.
probably be like that just because I enjoy what I do.
I used to enjoy what I do.
Tell you
Things
what,
have changed to so much that it's not quite as enjoyable as it used to be.
Yeah.
But
I love
still
what I
like
did
it.
right up until I retired, and I still do the same thing pretty much, but I just don't get paid for it. So, yeah, I really, really, really liked my job, but I found a way to work that into my life. So,
Well,
I
that's
figure I'll do it part-time. At some
Yeah.
point, you know, instead of working for a company, I'll just work independent and kind of independent consulting once in a while to
Well,
bring some extra bucks in. So
Rod, a lot of people do that. In fact, I had a very good friend of mine that he retired from the company and he didn't, he didn't no longer work for the company other than he contracted with them as a consultant.
all right.
oh yeah.
And
Yeah, I've
and
known people
he's,
who've done that.
even though he was retired, he's still making good money.
Mhm.
RL Photography, Ron, good morning, brother.
Hey, Ron.
Obviously, I'm in the computer
Oh.
industry, and as I tell everybody, you know, all those old COBOL programmers freaking raked in the money during Y2K.
Oh, I bet they did.
Yeah, that's true. I was
They
one of them.
massively raked in the money during Y2K. So,
Ron's out hunting coyotes.
ooh,
Y2K I spent in Tokyo.
mm.
I bet that was fun.
Yeah, he got there a day early. He got there a day before everybody else did.
Yeah, 12 hours anyway. So. Australia was a little ahead of us, a couple of hours.
Okay, so what does this say? We will need 10 people to put in 10,000 and we can start our own drone show business. There you go.
There you go, Jody.
Luno Park, good morning. I see you're new to the channel.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Yes, welcome aboard.
And that's the other, at least for me, that's the other part. You know, a lot of people go, "Oh, are you making money with your drone?" And it's like, you know, I really want this to just stay my hobby, because once you start going down the business side of it, then your brain starts to think of more about, okay, where's my next gig? Where's my next gig? Instead of just sort of enjoying the hobby, so to speak.
Yeah, my wife and I had talked about it, and she keeps encouraging me to get my 107 and she said, because when you retire, you can use that to earn a little cash, And I'm like, yeah, I can, but it's like you said, you're going to start wondering where your next gig's going to come from, or
You know, ironically for me, being in the computer industry, you know how much independent computer consultants are charging these days? It's north of $300 an hour.
Yeah.
North of that. So why would I go do an entire gig with a drone to make maybe 300, if that, by the time you throw expenses in there, versus doing the other, and it won't be just a singular gig, right? You get a gig, they're going to hire you for the entire week. So you'll have
Right.
40 hours at that. So yeah, I can make far more just sort of doing independent consulting in the computer world when I want to do it, whenever that time comes.
So Ron sent me a picture. Let's see if I can share it.
That is a really interesting photograph behind you there, Rod.
AI generated.
Is it?
Yeah, we played around on Paul Murray's show, and we were goofing around with image creation, and
Mhm.
this was one of them that popped out. There were several other variations, but everybody on the show that night said this one was the best one. So
I like that. I think it's
So that's
Fascinating.
where Ron Lockwood is right now.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Ron, I don't see him. Is he that dot in
I
the
think
sky?
that's the hood of his truck right there. You know, he's one of these hunters that doesn't actually get out of his vehicle to hunt until he has to shoot his gun, and then he gets out. You know,
That's the kind of hunting I do. I just hunt with my.
Can't see too many coyotes there.
I love you, Ron. Oh. He's not going to like me anymore.
He just drives to a spot and waits for them to come to him.
Michael Blade, good morning. It is a beautiful spot.
Yeah, it is for sure.
there
I'm a little surprised that it wasn't completely white. Actually,
you can throw that one up, Rodney. That's the original pick. So there you go, Dennis.
Oh,
Oh wow,
that's
nice.
So I've kind of always wanted sort of a drone with dragster tires doing a burnout kind of thing, right? It's kind of what I wanted. It's like, give me a drone, put dragster tires on it, and do a burnout. And so this is kind of what we fed it. And the other interesting part is it has the start finish flag with the audience in the background, so it kind of fits the whole Daytona sort of theme.
yeah.
That's in my name as right. So it's a hot rod and a drone, Daytona. So it fits the theme perfect.
That's a nice picture.
Yeah, it really is.
Completely AI generated. Yeah, that's why everybody on the show that night was like, "Yep, that one."
I just went to full screen, and it's so much easier to see you guys, but I can't see the chats now. So let me go back to this one so I can see the chats. Oh, yeah, Ronnie makes a good point. It says it's like Mr. Crowley's drone with the blown Chevy engine on it.
It's a cool pic. So
That's a pretty neat picture you got.
seems to fit the channel name pretty well.
Yeah, it does.
So I'll keep this one.
Yeah.
I'm glad I never named my channel Drone, because at least then you can put other things on there and not sort of be tied into just that theme.
Yeah, there's a very popular channel called iPhonedo, IPHONEDO, and he said one of the things that he regrets is that he put iPhone or any product product into his channel name. But he has, the last I saw, which was a while ago, he had like 300,000 subscribers. He was doing a.
It obviously worked.
Yeah, it worked for him. Yeah, for sure.
In my case, I tell everybody I'm not trying to build a channel.
Yeah.
Mine is simply to share some of my flying with all of my drone friends.
That's pretty much my thought on it.
Yeah.
I'm not even that interested in monetizing.
Yeah. Again, once you start going down that path, Rodney, right? you'll drive yourself nuts trying to make sure that you're doing all the things to do that, and it will become more like work than just a
Exactly.
hobby and do it for fun. You'll feel obligated to take the time that, oh, I'm going to release 3 videos a week, and you're just going to do it because you got to do it, and da 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 da. Well, what if you want to go on vacation to go visit Drobub and not post videos for a week?
Max here says everyone unsubscribe.
Yeah. Thanks, Max.
Yeah, there's a channel that I'm subscribed to over in England. When I first joined up, they had, I think it was about two years ago, they had 40,000 subscribers, and just recently they turned over 1 million.
Wow.
Just a couple of months, or just about a month ago. Yeah.
Check on iPhone. I really like that guy. He's from Turkey, and iPhone dough.
Okay.
Great sense of humor. Great sense of humor.
Who is this?
iPhone dough. His name is name. Oh, I don't know.
It takes that to connect with people. You'll notice a lot of the really popular things are people that have a good personality kind of thing.
Yeah.
They connect with the audience easily and well just because of their personality.
Yeah.
Right. He now has 637,000 subscribers.
Oh.
Poor guy.
Wow.
Yeah, well, this channel in the UK, the 2 guys that run it, they gave their normal jobs away, and they do it. It's a full-time job for them, so that's and they're making money out of it. So
yeah, people do.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think the bulk of the money that these people make nowadays doesn't come from YouTube. It comes from the affiliate links and
Oh, try it.
the other stuff.
Yeah, the affiliate links and the sponsorships and stuff like that, probably. So.
Yeah.
But so they've got a lot of paying members too. They pay X amount per month, so that all adds up too. When you get a few thousand of those, that adds up.
Yeah.
Because they put out a video a while back that just on one of these shorts just to show how little money they make on shorts, because they used one of their highest viewed shorts that had, I think, about over 25 million views since they uploaded it, and they said that had earned them about 250 English pounds for that 25 million views.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
Like Senator Eric Dirksen said, $1 billion here, $1 billion there. Pretty soon it adds up to real money.
yeah, that's right.
Unless it's Google, then it ends up being Google's money. Or maybe we should say Alphabet instead of Google, right? Since that's the parent company.
What is it?
Alphabet.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah. They split themselves out and created Alphabet as the.
That's the name on the stock exchange. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So Alphabet split from Google?
Alphabet became Google split themselves, and the headquarters is called Alphabet. I don't even remember what else. I don't even remember what else is underneath of Alphabet besides Google. That's so that when they do expansions and buy other businesses and stuff, they can sort of keep them as those names and under the sort of the Alphabet umbrella. I mean, the restaurant industry is full of companies like that, big corporate that owns Burger King and Tim Hortons and this and that, and another one that owns this and this, and you never know who the corporate was that actually owned them.
Chili's and north of the border, or on the border, not north of the border, on the border, and there's like 5 restaurants that are owned by the same company, Chili's and on the border, and there's an Italian restaurant that's owned by that company, and I forget the name of the company, but my third wife's kids used to work for them.
Yeah, I think Pizza Hut and Taco Bell are owned by the same. I forget which other restaurants are owned in that group, but there's 6 or 7 sort of large ownership groups that divide up the restaurant industry for the most part.
Yeah.
At least all the chains.
So, but I was surprised. I worked for Burger King when I was in the Navy. I worked part-time at a Burger King there in Vallejo, and the company that actually owned the corporate part of Burger King was actually Pillsbury.
Huh.
Ooh, boy, that was a while ago. Well,
It
obviously
was a while
a
ago.
while ago.
It was like in the 80s.
Yeah, Pillsbury owned a lot of things for a while.
Oh, I'm sure they do. I don't know they probably sold all that stuff anyway, but
They're headquartered in Cincinnati, Ohio, I think.
so I can, there's a disadvantage to having only this laptop and no second screen. Wait a minute, I got my tablet here. Hang on a minute.
Hey, Rodney, I feel you. I only have one screen.
I've gotten so used to having two screens when I'm at home.
Hey, Rodney, you want to know a secret?
What?
My screen is 49 inches wide, but I only have one.
Bite me. I saw one the other day that was about 49 inches wide, and I was about that close to buying it.
It's the Samsung CRG9. They make a newer one that actually has a bigger curve in it. I like this one because it has a little less of a curve to it. But from a work perspective, what I tell everybody is basically I divide the screen in three. It's a singular display, but I size the windows and stuff. What I'm working on is in front of my face. My email and communication stuff is on one side, and my internet for research and looking things up is on the other side. So that I have three workspaces to do everything without having to hide or tab windows or whatever else. Works great. Love this monitor.
I've got a 51 inch. I've got a 27 plus a 24. It makes 51.
Yeah, but you got double the cables. That's the problem with multi-monitor. You have multiple HDMI cables, multiple power cords to be plugging in, way more wires.
You can hide those, okay?
So Burger King is now owned by RBI.
Yeah, that was kind of the name I think it was sticking in the back of my head.
Yeah,
and Peter, they make a 57 inch now.
They own Tim Hortons, Burger King, Popeyes, and Firehouse Subs. Crazy, man.
Let me see if I can find it. I think I did a picture. And he had it sitting on his kitchen table, and it was white. Here it is. Yeah. Okay, hang on. Let me share.
Chris Hope.
Yeah, morning, Chris.
Welcome, Chris. Hope you're doing well, brother.
There, you can share that one, Rodney. Crazy how big this bloody thing is.
Wow.
It hangs over the kitchen table, both ends.
Let me see if I can make it larger. Wow, that is
That's
wide.
a monster. Holy crap!
I need to get one, maybe not quite so big.
I mean, you could use that for simulating a ship up in the
Bridge.
Yeah, up on the bridge. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, I mean, you could literally put an entire bridge view on a monitor that wide.
You could, yeah.
So
I've seen one even bigger than that.
Oh yeah,
It was at the Aegis Training Center.
My projector go to 150 inches. My screen that I have hanging on my wall is about 148 inches.
Wow.
I need to get a new projector. I want to get one of the ultra short throws. But it's only been the last year or so that the ultra
Excuse me,
short
guys.
throws will go to 150 inches. They've been limited to 120 inches for the most part. So I've had a home theater system since lived up in Fargo. We put one in just because we knew we were going to be stuck inside in the middle of the winter.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. That's a place where that happens a lot.
So it was a good
Well,
investment.
folks, I'm gonna bid you folks adieu.
Okay.
Adieu.
All right, buddy.
And, and everybody in the chats.
Well, thanks for popping in, brother.
Sure, it's great to see you. Thanks for having me on.
You're welcome.
See you next time.
All
Bye,
right.
Dennis.
Bye-bye.
But Dennis,
Have a great day.
You too. Bye.
So, but yeah,
so when you going back home, Rodney?
well, we're having work done on our bathroom.
All right.
And the deal was they had to get it done as quickly as they could, at least get it to where we can use it when they're not working in there. In
Mm-hmm.
other words, we need the shower and the toilet, right?
Sure.
And so they originally planned to be done by Sunday. But when they started tearing things up, they came across some black mold, which is really bad here.
Oh God, yeah. You
So
want to clean that crap out.
They're having to do a lot more. So they've said now they'd probably be done by Monday. So hopefully Monday we'll be able to get out of this hotel and get back home.
Yeah.
So are you close to home then?
Oh yeah, we're close. I mean, it's just 18 miles away.
You
But
should went down and hang out with Brad and them down by Richmond.
nah, because you need to be close to work.
Oh yeah, good point.
Yeah, we checked in Thursday. So, and Valerie, she works for the Postal Service here in King George. So this is a perfect spot. Other than there's a no-fly zone.
Mm.
I may check that out. I was wondering if you could get Lance approval.
You can't. You can. So, well, do the Lance first. That validates that you can actually fly. And then once you have your Lance approval, go over to the DJI.com/flysafe and walk through the request to approve it there.
Can you send me the link to that in the messenger?
Yeah. I have to do that in order to fly the DJI at Ponce Inlet Lighthouse
Oh, do you?
because the bloody thing won't take off.
Mm.
It just will not take off, and it's a 50-foot zone. There's
Yeah,
a
is
small airport across the water, so it's a 50-foot zone, and DJI is just like, nope. It's one of those that's kind of stupid. It's a 50-foot zone. Guess how tall the lighthouse is? 176 feet.
So, I mean, I guess there might be a use case where you'd need 50-foot altitude, but I can't think of many of them.
There's boats in the harbor, so it's enough to get over top of the boats and fly
I
around.
guess
and
so,
and take pictures of them. So it's okay. And you can take pictures of the lighthouse at that altitude. So you're just kind of looking up.
Yeah. Hey, Ken wants to know if you're going over to Maddie.
Yeah, I'm going to Maddie's tomorrow, Ken. I was going to go down today, but since the new drone showed up today instead of yesterday, I'm going down tomorrow. And the game plan is Maddie's going to put my GPS on my Nazgul, and we'll take a look at the new one. I've got the LED lights to put on the new one. We'll see whether he thinks he can put that on in a reasonable amount of time. I'd love to put the LEDs that I got for it on it. It's the same colors that I got for the Nazgul. It's the purple.
Huh. Mike was approved for 100 foot in a 0 foot zone, approximately
Jesus.
0.25 quarter mile off the end of an airport runway. Wow. Yeah, but
Was it an auto? Was it an auto or one where you had to manually apply for the?
if you're a quarter mile from the end of the runway, by the time the plane gets a quarter mile, it should be well over 100 feet.
You would hope so. Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be that before it ever got over off the end of the runway.
Oops, sorry guys, I forgot to mute
Yeah,
myself.
no worries.
That's right.
You know, when you got to blow, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's that time of the year.
But the
If you
food
want,
on the
Rodney,
live stream is just insane.
if you want, you can share that one.
Like that.
Let me go back to that window. Yeah, this is Nick Burns.
Basically, I'll show you a few different things that
I think this was his fast run with that domain. Looking at the video, it looks like it's a little bloody Cinewhoop. I mean, it snaps. This thing is snappy. He's obviously flown this flight about 10,000 times.
Oh yeah, I mean, you fly your backyard as often
Yeah.
as he does.
He reviews everything, so he's probably flown it 10,000 times. So
Oh yeah, yeah. Every
it's
time
just
I watch
muscle
him,
memory
I
zipping
probably know his
around.
backyard just as well as he does.
But you can see that drone is, God, that thing is snappy.
Huh.
6S. It looks like one of the Cinewhoops because what he does the Cinewhoops, he's flying up like this, and those little Cinewhoops are like this. And I'm going, this is a 3.5-inch drone that seems to be flipping and flopping and snapping around just like a tiny Cinewhoop. So it's got power. Let's see here. Let me get
You
up
said
to
yours is the 3.6?
3.6, same one he's flying in this video. Let me see if I can get to where, do you have it here? Yeah, look at the legs. Look how dirty that front leg is.
It's hard for me to see. Hang on a minute. Let me.
Yeah, here.
Oh
Let me get
yeah.
bigger. You can tell that front leg has been buried into the ground. So he crashed it a few times in his testing. So that was kind of what really, I was like, okay, if he can fly like that and crash the thing into the ground the way he flies, yeah, it's probably a pretty good drone for me.
Yeah, and Mike makes a good point. You can adjust your rates to get the same snappiness.
Yeah, you can, for sure. I'm sure he's got his rates on there.
Yeah, because I'm sure he, over all the years he's been doing this, he's figured them out.
Yeah, he used something twitchy. That's the other thing that Maddie and I are probably going to play around with. When I put the ELRS 250 out of beta flight onto the drone, I always hit the little drop down and I pick the cinematic, which will give you the sort of the cinematic rate. I'm going to try to update those to the freestyle rates and see if I can make the drone a little more responsive without me twitching and throwing it into the ground kind of thing. But it's time for me to start working on rates because that yaw spin is probably the greatest example. When the stick hits all the way over, right, it should be just like a fraction of a second that is a full 360. Right now, that's not it for me. I have to kind of hold it there before it finally hits that full 360. So I need to play with the rates just so that I get those things.
Yeah.
So that they're snapping the way they should snap when I do the move kind of thing.
So, well, anyway, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end this stream. We've been at it for an hour now, and
Yeah, fair enough. Yep.
And I need to go check the mailbox.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, he don't show up till about 10 o'clock.
Oh, well.
We actually have a little post office in our
then
neighborhood.
you got a few minutes.
Yeah, I got a
About
few
20
minutes.
minutes.
Exactly. I'll be
But
there
like I
sitting on
said,
him waiting.
he's going to be late today because you're waiting for the package.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
You're lucky we don't get any deliveries on Saturdays, and mail's only sort of Monday to Friday.
They'll even deliver on Sundays now for the postal service here.
Well, they'll deliver Amazon.
Priority mail will get delivered on a Sunday too.
Okay.
Well, I don't know. My like I said, my wife works for the postal service, and usually
Okay, so maybe not. You
US
might be right. Maybe it's only been
no
Amazon
U.S. mail gets
package.
delivered on Sundays or holidays.
Okay.
Well, no, wait a minute. Yeah, they just deliver. I think they just deliver Amazon packages.
Yeah, that could be. Could have been an Amazon one that I got on a Sunday.
Yeah, I can get supermarket deliveries on a Sunday, but not from the mail or any other deliveries.
Yeah.
Mail or packages.
Anyways, Rodney, have a good weekend. Good luck on
You too, Rod.
your bathroom rebuild.
Thank you, and have fun this weekend with your new toy and with Maddie and the crew.
Oh yeah, Maddie and I will be breaking that drone in tomorrow.
As long as you're not breaking it. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
Don't break
As long as
it.
they're not breaking it.
You
Exactly.
can break it in, but don't break it.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah, exactly. So,
All right,
All right.
have fun.
everybody have fun.
Okay. All right. Bye, Rodney.
Peter, have a good one.
Yep, hope you're back home soon.
Sorry?
Hope you're back home again soon.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Yeah.
So,
All right. Okay. We'll catch you next time.
all right, brother.
Okay.
Take care.
Bye, Rod.
All right.
Bye.
Everybody in the chat, thank you so much for being in the chat. Do appreciate it. Don't forget tomorrow morning, Sunday Sunrise Crew, starting with Charlie in New York, coming to me here in Virginia if I find a place to fly, which I'm pretty sure I will. Excuse me. But and then on to Dennis Lovelady, over to Chris Hope, and then after Chris Hope, of course, will be Johnny Joan Flyer with Jones and Coffee. You all have a great weekend. Be safe. Love y'all. Bye now.